Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will explain everything you can do during this week and what you will be able to get with all these different activities. So first on our list, we have the weekly events. You have the Timewalking event for the Burning Crusade. So this event is something you can enjoy in order to get some pretty easy pieces of gear, especially as you can see by simply completing the raid in Timewalking difficulty, you will be able to get some champions gear from the different bosses. You will also have two quests that you can do. The first one is the bonus event for the week. And so as you can see, by simply defeating 5 Timewalking raid bosses or dungeons, you will be able to get this cache of Neribian treasures that will reward you with an additional champions level gear item. So this is something that you can do on all your different level 80 alts. And then next to that, you will also have this quest right here, which is the Disturbance Detected Black Temple. And so this one will reward you with the cache of Time Wrap treasures. And inside this cache, you will be able to get a piece of gear with hero rank, so 610 high level gear. And here, all you have to do is to defeat Illidan Stormrage in Timewalking difficulty. So in order to find a group, you can go in the pre-made group, you can go in Raid Legacy right here, and normally you will find a lot of different groups, and this is something that is very easy to do. So I would again recommend you to do that on all your different outs. And also keep in mind sometimes people offer skips, and so you can directly go kill Illidan and get your piece of gear which is 610 high level. So this is something really good to do. And don't forget that you can start saving up for all the different rewards that you will be able to obtain with the time wrap badges in the WoW 20th anniversary event by simply doing these different activities in time working difficulty. Especially what I would recommend you to do is to do these different dungeons at least on each of your character once in order to get the quest item that will reward you with 500 of the different time wrap badges per character. So this is something that is pretty fast to do, and like that you can save all these different Tamra badges and use them for all the new items that will be added into the game with the WoW 20th anniversary event. Then you also have a new PvP Brawl that will be available, the Cooking Impossible. So in order to join, you can simply go here, and like that you will be able to get some honor points and other type of rewards. Next to that, you have access now to the mythic difficulty of the new raids. So if you are someone who is into mythic raiding, you can start doing that right now. Especially usually the first boss is pretty easy to do. So if you manage to find a group, you can already get some really good pieces of gear by doing that in mythic difficulty. And then also remember that the second wing of the LFR difficulty is now available, so you can do both of these different wings. And here again, I would recommend you to do it on some of your characters, especially if you want to do a little bit of gold, because with these different boss, you will be able to get some additional plants and recipes that you will be able to sell on the auction house for quite a lot of gold if you manage to get them. And of course, next to them, you can also get some other type of interesting items, such as, for instance, these different tier tokens that you will be able to get from the two last bosses from each of these different wings. So you will have a chance at the leg item and also at the one for the gloves. So definitely something that I would recommend to do if you are trying to get some of these different tier pieces. Remember that with the start of the mythic difficulty for the new raid, there is also the start of the race to world first. So if you are interested, you can go on Twitch and you can follow all these different guilds that are competing. And again, if this is something that you're interested in, this is maybe worth your time. And remember that also next to that, there is maybe another reason why you should watch some of these different streams, and it's the Ghastly Charger Twitch drop. So this one should normally end on September 19th, so until tomorrow. And again, all you have to do is to then watch some of these different streams in order to get the Ghastly Charger mount in game. And after that, it will be removed. So I would really recommend you to do it if you haven't done so yet, because this is a very easy way to get this mount. And this is something that at least you can do while watching some of these new Race to World First streams. And if sadly you don't manage to get it in time, remember that most likely this mount will be added later on to the trading post, so that's at least something we can hope for. So this week also marks the beginning of the first season of Mythic Plus for the War Within. So you can go right here in Dungeons in order to find some groups and here again, this is probably going to be the easiest way for you to get some pretty good gear as fast as possible. So just something that I wanted to also mention. And remember that when you will be able to reach the Keystone Master achievement, you will also be able to get this mount right here, which is really nice and something that you can start farming for right now. So definitely something worth mentioning as well. Now, in terms of holiday events, this week is quite busy. First of all, on Friday, this is the last day of the Harvest Festival. So the Harvest Festival is not something that is super interesting. The main things you will be able to get from it are achievements, but still this is worth noting that it will end at 10 a.m. on Friday, and then the next edition will only be available next year. After that, on Thursday, starting at 10 a.m., we will have Pirates Day events. So this one will last for 24 hours and end on the 20th at 10 a.m. So for this event, you want to go in this part right here in Booty Bay and also in all the areas around. And here you will be able to do different type of activities and you will have access to some interesting rewards. So for instance, from this mob right here, you will be able to get this toy. You will also be able to buy the Island Drake Pirates Day armor from this vendor right here. And finally, you will also be able to get the Jolly Roger toy. So these are the few things you can do during that day. And again, this is something that is very short. So if you are missing some of these different toys or items and you want them, make sure to pick them up because after that, it will be gone. And so after that, we have on the Friday, the Brewfest festival that will start. So as you can see, it will start at 10 a.m. and it will end on the 6th of October at 10 a.m. as well. So during the Brewfest, you will be able to do a lot of different things, especially some of the main activities will be killing Corendar Brew on a daily basis with your different characters. Here, most likely, if you're doing it on a level 80 character, you will be able to get some of these different BOE weapons, and it's not sure what will be the hideable, but probably veteran gear, and so it might be a good way to make some extra gold with these different weapons. And also, of course, in the daily treasure chest that you will be able to receive, you will have a chance at getting the Swift Brewfest Ram and the Great Brewfest Kodo. And next to that, of course, you have tons of other interesting items you will be able to buy with the currency, including, for instance, a lot of different toys and some pretty cool transmog items, such as, for instance, this shield right here and also this headpiece right here. So just something that is pretty interesting. It's not yet sure whether you will be able to get some new rewards for 2024. I don't think we'll really get anything, but at least you have all the ones from the previous years, and there's still a lot of things to do during this event. So something you will be able to enjoy starting on Friday. Also remember that you will be able to get this buff right here, the Brewfest Enthusiast, that will increase the experience earned for your character by 10%. So all you have to do really is to go in the main cities, and the leaders in your main city will normally give you some speeches, and then when the speech happens, you will then be able to get this buff for 2 hours. And so normally it happens at 6:15 a.m. and p.m. Pacific time. And so this is something that you can get normally during this event. So just something I wanted to flag as well here. And this will take place in either Durator or Dunmorog, where there is the main event that is taking place. So just be there around these different times, and normally you should be able to get the buff. Then you have all the different weekly quests that you will be able to do this week in all the different zones, and of course all the different weekly events. So just make sure to do all these different things in order to get more coffer keys for your different dells, and also more currencies and other interesting rewards. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos, and in the meantime I wish you all a great day. Bye!